In today's short video and post, we're talking about how we align, how we grow, how we communicate with each other. And we talk about a couple things in the post that's attached to this. One is Dunbar's number, which is that people can tend to hold about 150 relationships at most in their heads, and then after that, things start to break down. I'm not sure I put a whole lot of faith into the specificity of Dunbar's number. Like 150 is a absolutely magic number. But what I do know is that as you know more people, and as those people are doing the same, working on the same thing in the same way, the energy that you put into your relationships has to disperse amongst all those people. The way you communicate them disperses amongst all of those people, and the number of things that they have to communicate to you grows exponentially. So there's a lot of different types of communication that can go on, so we start to get lost. So when we start a team with just a few people, then we start with all of this energy, we unite, we get together, our excitement builds, off we go to do cool stuff. But we end up in a situation where we are aligning in real time. We're getting our work done in real time. And as we add more people and as we add more of those things to communicate, it becomes more and more difficult to just handle the conversations of daily work. And so, we've worked with teams of hundreds and hundreds of people that have worked just fine. And why? They did that because there was a clear understanding of roles and responsibilities, yes, but that doesn't mean that everybody was siloed. It just meant that the reactions to certain things were known. So the first thing that we would do is we would build an Obeya with that group where all of the information that all of those hundreds of people needed to know was not just displayed, but was used every day in real time. It was updated in real time. It was a workspace to solve problems, all of those types of things. And then those visual systems became the driver of alignment and the communication mechanism where we said, we assume that as a group, we are constantly going to be aligning with each other. And then when we're able to do that, we can scale. Okay, so if you just have a bunch of people and then you hire a bunch more people and you hire a bunch more people, that's not scaling, that's bloating. That's just unchecked growth. But if you are scaling and then you're watching, how do we communicate? How do we make sure that people can make decisions? How can we make sure that people can use their agency? How do we make sure that people have psychological safety? How do we make sure that we're completing work on team A while not inconveniencing teams B, C, D, E, F, and G? How can we make sure that when team A needs to interact with those other teams, that everybody knows what they're getting? So people need to see that work to get that work done. And so in this article, we're talking about the mechanism, or actually just the phenomenon, that when we have more people, we need to communicate more. This is a solvable problem, and we should all just solve it.